Hey everybody, welcome to the 15th tournament of Spartan Ninja Warrior. Last time was pretty weird. Joey got to the final, only the second tournament in this era, and he did terribly, which was the goal because I had to build the final overnight. But now, we have the 15th tournament and the final one on Halo 5. Let's see how it goes. Stage 1 consists of 9 obstacles, a time limit of 130 seconds, which our 50 competitors will face. Start things off at this pretty start line. And we start off on Snake Run. It's been modified, made a little bit easier. And then the new Silk Slider. Go down the head slide, land on that little platform, jump to safety. Pole maze is unchanged. Jumping spider been made a tiny bit easier. Runway's a little longer. Downhill drop is a bit less steep. Double warp wall, basically unfailable now. Flying chute unchanged. The escalator's been made a little bit easier. Warp planks a bit closer. And the rope ladder, no difficulty change, just the blocks were a little bit off-center the past two tournaments. And I fixed it. Oh yeah, so this happened. Okay, so number 2 in the run order is B349944. Let's see how B will do. Okay, stopping on 4th step. On the 5th one, oh, almost came up short. But gets through to our first look at the Silk Slider now. Lining up, and he is out. What a shame. Now, Gabo Gabriel. That's a fun gamer tag. On Snake Run. And comes up short of the 3rd step. Now we have Bespoke Splash 85. How will this person do? That's a very default gamer tag. I am going at a very slow pace. Fitting for rando. Splash, moving slowly. I assume there's no relation to Sunnyside Splash, we'll be seeing later. Now on the Silk Slider. Seems to be lining himself up, wasting a lot of time. Into the head slide. And Bespoke Splash almost walked off, but is through the Silk Slider. Just don't fall off the runway, please. Okay, now the pole maze. They'll jump up. No rando has ever beaten this. Will that change now? I don't think he clearly doesn't know what to do. He's out. Now we have our first returning competitor, Game Show MC67. I believe in the last tournament he failed Snake Run. And before that, he failed the log grip, which is no longer here, clearly. Game Show avenges his embarrassing result from last time. Going right into the Silk Slider. And he's through it. Game Show now on the pole maze. Don't think ever attempted this before in the tournament. He lands on the pole, punches it nicely. He's got to punch it a little bit more now. Just one more corner. Then hit the black bar. And he's good. He can dismount. Game Show. Now onto the jumping spider. How is he gonna do here? Lining himself up. He jumps. And he overshot the trampoline. Okay, now we have Glowcombs, competed last time. Forget how we did. Probably not great. But I think he failed the downhill drop last time, but I'm not too sure about that. Hey, Glowcombs onto the Silk Slider. Through the head slide nicely. Almost just walked off. Took a save jump there on the pole maze. Okay, he punches it good. At a decent pace right now, pretty good one. Punching his way through the pole maze. Now just one corner left, and he'll be good. Glowcombs, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any material to really commentate about for most of the early competitors. Glowcombs lining himself up here for the jumping spider. He jumps, bounces, and he is onto the window. Come on, Glowcombs. He's currently in first place of the 6 runs so far. And on to the downhill drop. Yeah, another modification about this, so the reset moved to the ball, so it's easier to get on it. Glowcombs save jumps. Oh, he jumps way too far. Glowcombs is out. Now we have Halo Fan 17. Everyone's favorite commenter on jumping tournaments. You know, he likes to be included. He likes being included in everything, whether people actually talk to him or not. Halo Fan on the pole maze now. I'm gonna miss this thing. Yeah, I originally wanted to keep the pole maze around for this entire era, but Halo Infinite's Forge is wacky, to say the least. I have no idea. I don't think anyone in the jumping community has any idea how to make welded objects, so rip pole maze. And wing nuts, for that matter. Yeah, they're not going to be in Tournament 16, sadly. Yeah, and most rolling objects as well, so the downhill drop is also going to be gone. Tournament 16 is going to have a lot of changes. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the fact Halo Fan is onto the downhill drop now. I did not expect this from someone who practices in Forge. Rolling slowly, got a very slow pace, but the ball's moving fast, and he overshoots the dismount ball, whatever thing, you know what I mean. Let's get a replay of this. Yeah, he went slow through the first drop. Got a save jump, took another one. Had too much momentum, and just couldn't recover. Unfortunate, but it is a pretty decent improvement from Mr. Halo Fan. We'll see him next time. Mario SSJ, the biggest fan of world-renowned video game character Chris Pratt. Wahoo. Even has the red armor too. It's fitting. Yeah, the Mario movie's coming out soon, next year. This might come out 2023, I don't know. Mario is out. Cheater. And he falls in the water anyways. Nice. Phantom 1012. How will this person do? What am I even supposed to say anymore? It's been months. Phantom on the Silk Slider. And out of the Silk Slider. That was kind of funny. Now we have returning rando, Shabby Paladin, 20. He's out. Now we have Sir Bookness. Rando, as a lot of people, most people, if not okay, it's not all people, but most people, including Sir Bookness and Silverback, who competed in Tournament 13, failed the rope glider. Yeah, most people in the first half of this tournament are randos, and it shows. Dead, sniggle. Supposed to, I get what you're trying to do, you're trying to look cool, but it's not working, buddy. That was impressive, getting through Snake Run pretty quickly. Now for the Silk Slider. Very slow, speeding up. And he undershot the platform. Let's get a replay, because that was kind of neat. Yeah, Dead just, didn't... I don't really know what happened exactly to cause them to undershoot it, but whatever. Now we have Eternal Flame 395. This is not a rando, but an actual newcomer, which is pretty rare. I gotta say, in my completely unbiased opinion, that's a pretty neat gamer tag. Not the Eternal part, or the 395, the other one. That's cool. Hey, Eternal is on the pole maze now. Not a good punch. Okay. Into the last portion of this obstacle. And goes for the dismount, and he's got it onto the jumping spider. Good pace so far. Now he jumps for it, and he is into the main structure thing, I guess. Whatever it's called, I don't know. The windows. I'm losing my mind. Onto the downhill drop. This is very impressive from Eternal Flame. Rolling the ball pretty quickly. Looking good so far. Ball's at the end of the track. Goes for the dismount, but he undershoots the bar. Eternal Flame is out on the downhill drop. Not in a way you'd expect, though. Bit of a weird end, but a good run for a newcomer nonetheless. And hopefully he'll compete more and improve off of this result. Now we have Hushed Student 20. Hopefully no relation to Shabby Paladin. Well, that happened. And now we are back into familiar territory with Caden Bogard, everyone's favorite, whatever his name is on Discord and YouTube today. I'm not even gonna bother trying to keep track. Yeah, Caden, is he from Ireland? I think so. Yeah, the actual Irish, because Irish, I don't think it's Irish, I just said Irish way too much, I should stop. Okay, Caden, pole maze, having some trouble punching, but, that's not the end of the world yet. He can make up time. But still, this isn't the best pace. He is onto the jumping spider, though. Okay, he is going to go right into it. He jumps, lands on the window. Caden lands on the peg. Okay, now the second level of windows, and he's onto the downhill drop with not a ton of time. Caden is rolling this ball, crouched on it, he jumps too far. And Caden's out on the downhill drop. Now Phoenix Shadow 82. That's a pretty default sounding gamer tag. As befitting for Rando. Just stopping on the step for a second to collect himself, I suppose. through Snake Run. You don't have to jump on that slope part, but whatever. Silk Slider now, he is out. So yeah, I added a kill barrier. Speaking of killing, TX Drew TV. Yeah. Wearing blue armor to show his undying support for the Democratic Party. You know, Joe Biden is just his favorite guy. Yeah. I wish I had more clever things to say. I've been wishing that ever since Tournament 1. Drew's onto the pole maze. Speaking of Tournament 1, so originally, Foamy, if he had showed up for this tournament, was going to be number 1 in the run order, instead of number 3, is a nice throwback to Tournament 1, since he was number 1 then. It'd be like a cool pattern thing. Oh, Drew, that was a nice skip there. Jumps, and he comes up short of the window. Drew fails the jumping spider. That's a tough scene. I think he might have been able to make it, but he just didn't crouch. Actually, no, he got bumped. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Tough scene for Drew. Now we have King, too many numbers. Will he show why he's the king of something? Okay, it is raining outside. I apologize for any background noise. King through Snake Run, now for the Silk Slider. I don't think he knows what to do. I'm assuming it's a he because King, but there's clearly no crown. Now we have Black Mamba 24231. My next door neighbor, he competed in Tournament 3, failed the Dancing Stones back then. Got him back because I needed to fill spots. Well, he is zooming, and he overshot the 5th step. Now we have Queen Zoe, but Queen has a W instead of a U. I don't know if this is actually a woman or not, but I mean, we just had King run, so it is fitting that we have Queen. I just realized that now. Will Zoe make Freddie Mercury proud? Probably not. Clearly, I don't think... I'm just gonna guess it's a she. Clearly, she does not know what to do here. She can't see the purple effects that are going upward. That could be indicating something is up with the gravity there. Maybe you can go into it. Finally. Okay, she's out. Whoop-de-doo. Now we have the Gamer Chief. The greatest rando in Irish Warrior history in terms of meme value. And just not very good in general, as you can see there. Now we have an actually good rando, Frosty 2. I believe the last time he competed was Tournament 10, where he had the best rando result ever, getting to the crooked wall. He was the only crooked wall fail that tournament. He was also number 1 in the run order. Yeah, Frosty on the Silk Slider now. And through it almost, basically. Yeah, now he is. Okay, Frosty onto the pole maze. Oh, he walked off of it. He fell off. Let's get a replay. Looks like he landed, but an animation played where I think he was walking backwards for some reason. Not quite sure why. But yeah, Frosty is out. Now we have Japanomanzi. That is quite the mouthful. Green armor. And getting through Snake Run, never mind. Now we finish off the first half of the tournament with our dear old buddy, Snoz. Snoz has never cleared stage 1. I think his personal best is only the 5th obstacle, which for someone who has made the final stage before, almost 10 years ago, is not what you want to see. But still, Snoz, he's still around. Everyone loves Snoz. He's everyone's best friend. He's a purple piggy boy. That, even saying that, made me feel uncomfortable. I am deeply sorry. Snoz punching pole mazes. He was very, very worried about the jumping spider, as always. Snoz is now through the pole maze. Now for the moment of truth. Can he beat his fear? Lining himself up. Got enough time to clear if he hurries, jumps, lands on the window. Come on, Snoz. He's safe jumping. Snoz, he falls off the peg. Snoz is out. We're halfway through stage 1, and no clear so far. Which isn't super surprising, because of how the run order is this tournament. We're still mainly in the randos. S9175826. Ew. E from Yonkers. I like this gamer tag. I think it's simple, it's funny. It's what gamer tags should be. It's what we should all aspire to make. To create something this special. Whenever you're setting up your Xbox Live account, just get an Xbox, and it's when your hope in the world dies. My hope almost died because he almost walked off the platform there, but he's on a pole maze now. Actually has a pretty good pace so far. But it's all for nothing. Now we have Plasmatics. Rando competed back in Tournament 8 and failed Piston Road. Remember Tournament 8? That was fun. The conditions I'm doing commentary in kind of remind me of it because it's raining outside. That guy sucks. Now we have DUI Dave 69420. This is my favorite gamer tag of all time. I mean, you thought something like Biden Bucks, Wiener Stealer, previous tournaments, gaming, Tony Gunk. I'm thinking of a lot of great things. No, I saw this guy in a Fall Guys game. Well, not this guy exactly. But I was playing Fall Guys, saw someone with the name DUI Dave. And I believe he got either first or second in that game. And I was impressed. So I thought, hey, let's see if this guy is on Xbox, as Fall Guys is cross-platform. That particular DUI Dave is not on Xbox, but this one is. So I dragged him onto Halo 5. Yeah. He's on the pole. Got onto it without crouching. That's pretty impressive. He knows how to shoot, but doesn't seem like he knows how to punch. Okay, what will Dave do? He's gonna fall off. Now we have Full Plains 78227. He got a save jump there. How will this rando do? And okay, that was weird. Now we have Robotic Pie. We are into the veterans now. Yeah, so the run order from here on out, outside of the randos filling spots for veterans that didn't show up, it was determined based on overall success. Of all the veterans that showed up, Robotic Pie has had the least success in his career, so that's why he's first. And also, the 5 All-Stars at the moment will be the final 5 runs on Stage 1. Okay, Pie, he cleared Stage 1 in Tournament 12. Well, he's hung up here on the pole maze. I believe Pie failed the salmon ladder in 12. Hasn't been able to replicate it since, but maybe he can today. But his pace so far is not a good sign. He did only clear back in Tournament 12 with like 1 second left. High onto the spider. He jumps and he way overshot the trampoline. Let's get a replay, and we have now set a record. This is the longest streak of failures to start Stage 1 with. Breaking the record from Tournament 11. Yeah, Pie, he just completely whiffed on the trampoline jump. Now we have Alpha Puma. He holds the record for the fastest Stage 2 clear ever, which he set the only time he beat Stage 1 all the way back in Tournament 2. Clearing Stage 2 with 19 seconds left, which has yet to be replicated. Puma, he is threatened many times to retire from jumping, especially with nothing moving to Halo Infinite because he disagrees with the game's business practices. But yeah, he's already ran at least 1 Infinite course, so yeah, I think he's kind of going back on his word without retiring again. Boom, he was number 1 in the run order in Tournament 13, and had the best result any number 1 has had on this course, getting all the way to the flying chute. I don't remember if he competed last time. I don't think he did. Puma's onto the downhill drop now. Come on, Puma. Now he's rolling it. First drop. Oh, he save jumped. Why did he do that? Puma is out. Captain save jump. Speaking of someone who's only cleared in Tournament 2, now we have Swantron97. Back in Tournament 2, he failed the unstable bridge on Stage 2. Then he didn't appear again until Tournament 7, and he's competed on and off ever since then. Swan. He hopes to clear. I think a lot of us hope he clears. He is one of the hosts of the Aborigines Warrior, alongside Double Ump, who did not compete this tournament. So I guess Swan is kind of running for both of them in a way. Okay, and he is through the pole maze. Swan now for the jumping spider. Jumps, hits the trampoline into the windows. Oh, that was a very... I don't know if it was very risky, but kind of risky. Just doing a bit of a corner jump there on the first set of windows. But he's onto the downhill drop now. He just saw Puma fail this. Nobody's cleared it today. Swan, he's a bit all over the place. But the ball's at the end. He's just standing on the bar. Okay, he's on the ball now. He's wasting quite a bit of time, but he is through the downhill drop. Swan is in first place at the moment. First look at the double work wall today. Okay, he's not up the second one in 1, or in 2. Come on, Swan. Get up in here. Okay, If he hurries, he might be able to do it, but he comes up short of the pipes. Swan fails the flying chute. Yeah, he just jumped a little bit too late. I don't know if he could have cleared anyways, but still, that is not what you want to see. Swan ending Halo 5 on SNW. Not the way you want to see it. Now we have rando Tintin time. I forget who was supposed to be here. This guy kind of looks like Sunnyside Splash, but we'll be seeing Sunny in a few runs. Sunny's number 37. Tintin on the Silk Slider, and out of the Silk Slider. And now we have El Booker Taco. He's cleared Stage 1 in tournaments 9 and 10, I believe. Then in 12, he almost cleared again, but he timed out just short. Taco really wants to clear again. He's the host of Tasque. I don't know if that course is even still gonna happen anymore, but I felt like mentioning that because two notable hosts today, RPG445, host of Spartan Sasuke, and Smoky Massacre, host of Halo Ninja Warrior, are both absent. Taco goes for it, and Spider, oh, and he is out! I think he tried pulling a Swan, but he failed. Now we have Flax and Data 456, Rando, whoever veteran was supposed to be here, but did not show up, and he is out. Now back to the actual veterans, Sunnyside Splash. I forget how he did in Tournament 14. Let me see. Sunny didn't even compete. In 13, I think, he failed the flying chute. Yes, he did. Sunny, in the latter stages of the second era, was pretty good. In Tournament 10, he cleared Stage 1. Tournament 11 also cleared. Tournament 12, I don't know if he ran. He did not. Yeah, Sunny's competed pretty on and off, but he is a really good jumper. Got to the final stage on the most recent tournament of Spartan Sasuke, and I will always be eternally grateful for him doing worse on that final than I did. So, thank you, Sunny. Okay, Sunny. Oh, oh my god, he had too much momentum. Sunny's out. In the blink of an eye, he can end like that. He just had too much speed. He couldn't recover. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. Okay, now we have Super Ninja Jake 2. The previous tournament, I'm pretty sure he timed out between the flying chute and the escalator, which counted as an escalator fail. Jake is hoping to do better, hoping to clear. I think the last time he cleared was tournament 12. Okay, Sunny is... No, not Jake, not Sunny. Yeah. I saw the Super. Super and Sunny have the same first two letters. I got mixed up. Sorry about that. Hey, Jake. Yeah, he's on the jumping spider. Jumps for it. Into the windows. Save jumping as you should. Onto the pegs. Now the second level. And Jake through jumping spider. Now for the downhill drop. this last time. Okay, he's safe jumping there. Gonna jump through the drops, and he's gonna go right through the dismount. Now the double arc wall. This cost him a lot of time in the previous tournament, but he is up both walls in one. Now the flying chute. Jake. Oh, he had too much momentum. Jake is out. He fails the flying chute. Now we have Axeman Arthur, 117. Seems to be a fan of Halo, but not as good as Halo fan. Now the final rando of the tournament, Bart Shovel. That is an amazing gamer tag. Can he pull off a miracle for the sake of every other rando? No. Now kicking off the final 10 competitors of the tournament, we start off with the host of Irish Warrior, Crown Ferret 19. It took him a very long time to finally see some success on this course, but in Tournament 9, he was one of 5 to beat Stage 1. And he went out on Roulette Row in a weird fashion. In Tournament 10, he failed Stage 1. Tournament 11, he made history, becoming the first and only person to ever fail the spider walk, because I have no idea if I'll ever bring this thing back or not. Tournament 12, he came agonizingly close to clearing Stage 2, but would time out at the very end of the tackle machine. Irish has not been able to replicate these results in this current era, going out on the flying chute in each of the previous 2 tournaments, I think. Yeah, Irish. Let's see how he will do here. Can he break through and clear this Stage 1? Can he be the first clear of the tournament? We are 40 runs in so far without a clear. Let's hope that streak ends now. Irish onto the pole maze now. Good punch there. Irish, he's never been known for going fast, especially on Halo 5. On Halo 5, I don't know if he's had any Stage 1 clear with more than 10 seconds left. But that's just how he rolls. And he has a fine enough pace so far on the jumping spider. Goes for it, jumps on the window. Irish is not a big fan of window jumps at all. As shown back in Tournament 11. But he's getting through the spider walk so far, taking a lot of time. Okay, now for the downhill drop. Come on, Irish. He's crouched on it, uncrouched, save jumps. Oh, he almost fell off the back of the ball, but he is through. He needs to get up these walls in one if he wants any chance of clearing. Irish, oh, he's hung up. He's not up the first wall in one. And there's gravity volumes on the walls now. He's not up it in 2 either. Irish, he is not going to clear. Come on, get up it here. He's finally up the first wall. Now the second. This is just for pride at this point. He's up the second and 1. Now for the flying chute. He doesn't even need a save jump, but the klaxon is sounding. Irish is not going to clear. He's going to go for the escalator anyways. And he beat the escalator. God, he knows he could have done it. He's frustrated. I think we all are. Poor Irish. He just got hung up on his first wall and it cost him too much time. That Still a good run for Irish. Both be able to pull through in tournament 16. Now we have the veteran Sonic Fan 10193, the host of Ninjas of Halo. First cleared in Tournament 7, going out on the chain reaction, but he wouldn't clear again until Tournament 10, where he would get to Stage 3. Well, sadly, he'd go out on the cliffhanger in a pretty self-inflicted way. He didn't need a save jump, but he took one anyway, and it cost him. But in Tournament 12, Sonic would get one jump further, and yeah, that's it. He failed the very next jump. And Sonic, he shockingly failed the rope glider in Tournament 13, but in 14, he got all the way to the swinging beams, coming up short of reaching Stage 3. Sonic is a very good jumper, as he's shown quite a few times on this course. Let's see if he can be the first clear of this tournament here. Sonic on the Silk Slider. And he is now through it. Now for the pole maze. Punch into there. A little bit of a weird ride on the pole, but he did get a good punch. He is zooming through the pole maze. And he clears it with over 90 seconds left. Now for the jumping spider. He jumps, and he is into the window. Okay, Sonic got a good pace. He likes going fast. Not to the level of like a Joey, but he definitely can turn on the jets when he has to. Now the downhill drop. Fitting that we'd see Sonic on a rolling obstacle, although it's not at the speed of sound, but he is through it. Now the double warp wall. Just saw Irish's run kind of end here, and Sonic's not up in 1. Thankfully, he has a lot more time. He's up in 2. Second one, up that in 1. Now the flying chute goes for it. Lands on the pipes. Super flying chute onto the escalator. Plenty of time. Come on, Sonic. Second board, third board, now for the big jump. And he gets it. Sonic's onto the rope ladder. Now, barring any silly mistakes, we should finally have our first clear. And we will. Sonic Fan 10193 is our first clear with 14.1 seconds remaining. Very clean run all around. Good job to him. Yeah, not really any mistakes anywhere. Just smooth and steady all the way. Outside of needing one extra attempt at first wall. But he still had plenty of time. For the second time in a row, Sonic's headed to Stage 2. Good job. Now we have the veteran Stray Felix. He was pretty not good in the first era. In the second one, he was phenomenal. As in the tournaments he competed in, he only failed Stage 1 once, but he only reached Stage 3 twice, both with the combined time of 1.1 seconds left. Clearing with half a second in Tournament 7, and then in Tournament 12, having 0.6, as you can see here. Strafe has yet to clear Stage 1 in this era, but he certainly has the capability to. Now let's hope he does. I remember the days with Strafe. where he didn't have a mic, and in a Madden league, he played as the Vikings, so me and a few others assumed he was from Minnesota. And then he got a mic, and he learned the very tragic truth that he was not, that he was from Britland. Strafe, he is a very good jumper. He's made a final on Spartan Sasuke back in Tournament 7 of that course. He was also known as Mr. PP at one point, which was the peak of jumping. And now, speaking of jumping, Jumping Spider into the windows, going very quickly through it, onto the cables, and to the Jumping Spider now for the downhill drop. Strafe rolling this nicely, very quickly takes a save jump, stabilize himself. Now the double warped wall. People have had some trouble with this today, but he's up the first and 1, and the second and 1. Now the flying chute goes for it, bumps up onto it, but he is through the flying chute. Now for the escalator, can we have our second clear in a row? Strafe on the first plank, second plank, third plank, goes for the big jump, and he comes up short of it. Strafe Helix fails the escalator. He is out on stage 1 again. Looked near flawless up to this point. But I guess he just didn't have a full sprint, and that's what cost him. Or Strafe Helix. It didn't have enough breathe. I should probably do this piece like that. Now we have the veteran Fireball ZXZ. He's had an up and down history on this course, getting first place in Tournament 2, not clearing again until Tournament 7, where he'd get first place once again. And I believe he's cleared in Tournaments 10 and 12 since then. Yeah. Tournament 10, and 10 and 12 failing stage 2 both times. The last tournament, Fireball would go out on the downhill drop. Now Fireball, Grand Champion of Halo Ninja Warrior, doing so in Tournament 20. He has all the ability in the world, and he has shown it many, many times on a lot of courses. But he hasn't really put it together on this course in quite a while. So let's hope that can change today. Maybe he can beat Stage 1, maybe he can even beat Stage 2. And hopefully no one beats Stage 3 this time, because that would be detrimental to my sanity. What's little of it that's left. Fireball through the pole maze, now the Jumping Spider. Going right into it, jumps, lands on the window, getting save jumps. Now for the pegs. Second level, and now the downhill drop. Can he get his revenge? Fireball. Ball is rolling. To the first drop, second drop, save jumps. Right to the bar, right through it. Double work wall now. Up the first and 1. Slid there. Up the second and 1, now the flying chute. Goes for it. Lands on the cables, and who's through it? Now to the escalator. Just saw Strafe fail here. Can he avenge him? Third plank goes for it. He comes up short too. Fireball also fails the escalator. Wow. Just looking great up to this point. And similar to Strafe, I think he just didn't have a full sprint anymore. And it came back to bite him. Fireball will not be going to stage 2. What a shame. Now we have the final veteran of the tournament, the host of Ninja Warrior of Halo, Hunter Unit 751. Back in Tournament 5, he got first place as basically the only person to actually land in the head slide of Roulette Row, kinda. In Tournament 8, he reached Stage 3 for his first time, going out on the globe grasp, sadly. As you can see here. And in Tournament 10, he'd make it back, but would go out on the spin winder, sadly. And since then, Hunter cleared Stage 1 in Tournament 12, but timed out at the end of Stage 2. And has failed Stage 1 in Tournaments 13 and 14. Hunter, despite how long he's been around his community, while he may not be at the peak he once was at, he's still a very, very good jumper. And he is more than capable of beating this Stage 1. Hunter is going through Snake Run right now. Excuse me. And now onto the Silk Slider, going right into it. On platform. Through that now for the pole maze. Lands on the pole. Punches it. Decent punch. Now, slower part. Punching around nicely. And it's at the end of the track. Hunter's onto the jumping spider now. Back in Tournament 13, he struggled with this, but he came through then, and in the previous tournament, and so far, it looks like he is in 15. He does. Now for the downhill drop. I think Hunter failed here last time. I don't know, let me see. Hunter, no, he failed the flying chute last time. Apologies for that mistake. Onto the double warp wall. Not a ton of time, but it is enough. Hunter up the second wall. Up both of them in one flying chute. On the cables, save jumps. Okay. Now for the escalator. Failed the rope ladder. Back in Tournament 13, Hunter, he came up short of the second plank. Oh my god. That was shocking. I think he just jumped too late off of the first. Well, jumped too late off the platform. So when he jumped off the first plank, he didn't have quite enough height. And Hunter fails the escalator. We have 3 fails on it in a row. Going into the final 5 runs on Stage 1, we only have 1 clear. Next up, we have the first All-Star, Weapon Man. He got first place way back in Tournament 1, as he was the only person to beat Stage 2 that time, and he would sadly go out on the jumping bars. As you can see here. He wouldn't clear Stage 1 again until Tournament 4, but he'd get first place again in Tournament 6, going out on the curtain. Although that attempt was pretty short. And Tournament 8, he'd get first place again, going out on the hang climb, coming up just a little bit short of the 4th and final block. Excuse me. Tournament 12, he'd failed one jump earlier. And Tournament 13, he failed the swap salmon ladder. And in Tournament 14, he went out on the escalator. Matt is the only all-star on this course that has never made the final stage. So, he really wants to make it there. And despite how unlikely it was last time, Joey did show it can be done. And Matt certainly has the skills to do so. He is a 2-time grand champion on Irish Warrior after all. He also has total victories on a total victory on Ninjas of Halo, and I believe 2 on Halo Sasuke, which is hosted by Chumpy. So yeah, Matt is an amazing jumper. Quite possibly top 10, top 5 all time. Okay, but let's focus back on Matt's run. He's on the jumping spider. Getting through it pretty nicely onto the pegs. Now the second level, and to the downhill drop. Beat this last time. Can he do it again? It is easier now. He's rolling this ball nicely. And he's at the end. And onto the bar, through the downhill drop. Double or fall now. Up the first and 1. Got a decent pace. Up the second and 1. Now for the flying shoe. Oh, that was a perfect landing. Didn't need a save jump. Now for the escalator. Can he take his revenge? First plank, second plank, third, jumps. Lands on the 4th. And he's onto the rope ladder. Now don't do anything dumb, Matt. Come on. Climbing slow and steady. And Weapon Matt is going to be our second clear of the tournament with 6.7 seconds left. Good job. Smooth all around. Not too fast. Not too slow. Still good enough. Got his revenge. And didn't need to do much more after that. Just a clean run. Good job to him. And he is headed back to stage 2. Nice job, Matt. Second All-Star today is Cobra. Cobra was first place in Tournament 9, having one of the most heroic runs I've ever seen on this course, being the only person to beat Stage 2, although he'd sadly go out on the cliffhanger. In Tournament 10, he got to the final and did terrible. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Tournament 12 failed vertical limit. And in the previous tournament, he failed the flying chute after tying for first place in Tournament 13. Cobra is a very good jumper. He procrastinates quite a lot, as in he waits a very long time to run, no matter the course, no matter how big or small, so at least he doesn't discriminate. Cobra right into the silk slider. Nice. Okay, now for the pole maze. Jumps onto it. It's a decent, very good punch actually. Now getting it through the last section. And it's at the end. Now the jumping spider. A little bit of lag there. A lot of lag actually. but it doesn't seem to be deterring him. And now for the downhill drop. He was worried about this, and he had to reset it there. That'll cost him a little bit of time. Cobra rolling this ball nicely. At the end, jumps for the cable, and is through it. Now for the double warp wall. Up the first and one. Not up the second and one, though, but he still has plenty of time. Up it into, now the flying chute, and Cobra comes up short of it! Cobra jumped too late. And he fails the flying chute again. Wow. This stage 1 has been brutal. The third All-Star is the reigning first-place competitor, Joey Davis. Changed his gamertag yet again to the Apex JD, but no one cares, we all just call him Joey. In Tournament 10, he got to the final stage, and he started strong, but choked immensely. Then, in the previous tournament, something very strange happened. He had the slowest time on Stage 1. Mostly because he had a lot of struggles on the warp wall for some reason. But he did end up clearing Stage 1, and not just that, he cleared Stage 2. And Stage 3. Which prompted me to have to make the final stage overnight, because I didn't expect anyone to make it to the final for the rest of Halo 5. But I did have to make it, thanks Joey. And on the final, Joey did terrible, which is exactly what I wanted, and I swear it's not just because it was Joey. Even if it was my best friend ever getting to the final, I'd still make it this exact same way. Yeah. Hey, Joey changed his armor again as well. And, yeah, not really a whole lot to say. Only 2 clears so far. That is weird. That is crazy. But Joey is off, hoping to have a smoother run on Stage 1 the last time, but with the same result overall. He's got, looks to be some magenta armor. A little bit tough to see, blending into the general aesthetic of the stage. But can make it out good enough to see him, and he is punching this pole pretty decently right now. It's at the end, and he's through the pole maze now for the jumping spider. How will Joey do? Going right into it, he jumps. Lands on the window. Okay, he is going through it. Up to the second set of windows. And now for the downhill drop. Joey has only failed Stage 1 4 times in the history of Spartan Ninja Warrior in tournaments 1, 2, 9, and 13. And if this run keeps going like it does now, that number will not change this tournament. On the flying chute, failed here in 13. Lands on the cable. Doesn't even need a save jump. Now for the escalator. Joey going through it. Going for the big jump. Lands on the board. Onto the rope ladder. Joey is zooming. And it looks like he's going to shatter the fastest time. He will. Joey clears with 22.5 seconds left. A very strong run all around, and that's more like it. what else can you really say about him at this point? He goes fast, and he's very, very good. Yeah, that's really all you can say. Also, you can say he's going back to Stage 2. Yet again, a job well done. The penultimate competitor of this tournament is the current Grand Champion, Tricky Cyrus, achieving total victory back in Tournament 12. It was pretty shocking. It came out of nowhere. No one really expected him to do so. Yeah. But since then, his results have not been great. In Tournament 13, he went out on the flying chute. And in Tournament 14, he would go out on the downhill drop. But we know what Tricky's capable of. He desperately wants to prove that his win was not a fluke. He certainly has the capability to do so. It all depends on if he can execute it or not. And here's Tricky's film from last time. I don't really know what to say anymore. That was a funny fail, in a way, honestly. Yeah, Tricky. We are down to the final 2 Stage 1 runs, not just of Tournament 15, but on Halo 5 as a whole on this course. And we only have 3 clears so far. There's a chance we could have the least amount of Stage 1 clears we've ever had. Tricky. And number 50, Trilofan 4, who we'll get to. Desperately do not want that to happen. Yeah, I gave Pedro a very long leash. Whenever he was struggling on Stage 1, because he was the only Grand Champion. But now, since we have 2, both champions get a lot less leeway in terms of who's going to be number 50 and who will be 49. So yeah, based on results of previous tournament, Tricky and Pedro will probably just change whenever I feel like it, in terms of the run order, until we get a 3rd Grand Champion. Or if one of them... Why did he shoot it there? That was weird. Okay, Tricky now for the downhill drop. Can he get his revenge? It's rolling very quickly, but he's on the ball. And the cable, and he's through the downhill drop. Now for the first wall, he is up at an 1. Can he get up the 2nd and 1? Yes, he does. Flying chute. Can he beat this? He lands on the cables, and he's through it. This is a personal best for this era. Can he close the deal? Can he beat Stage 1? Has to beat the escalator first. He's going for it. On the 4th board, onto the rope ladder. Tricky is climbing very nicely, and it appears that we are going to have our 4th clear, and Tricky Cyrus is back. 14.9 seconds left. And honestly, outside of him shooting the ball there for some reason, it's basically mistake-free. Everything was smooth and steady. Cool, calm, collected. I don't have a lot more to add. That seems to be the theme for this tournament. I've run out of ideas. But Tricky's finally back on Stage 2. To close out Stage 1 on Halo 5, we have the 1st Grand Champion, Trilofan 4. He achieved total victory back in Tournament 4. Doing so, making history. Yeah. I need to get a brain transplant or something. I need to fix my vocabulary. Here's a cool montage of moments of his Tournament 4 run. Yeah. Remember the ball chaser? I want to bring it back someday. Pedro, he struggled at the end of the tower, but he did eventually get by it. Achieve total victory in Tournament 4. In the previous tournament, he'd go out on Stage 2's Butterfly Wall. It has been many, many runs in the making. A whole lot, actually. This is the 650th Stage 1 attempt in Spartan Ninja Warrior history. The final one on Halo 5. Can we send Stage 1 on Halo 5 off in a blaze of glory, or with a bitter taste of defeat? That all depends on Pedro. Will he clear or not? So far, he's looking good. Through the Silk Slider, now for the pole maze. Punches it nicely. A lot of control there. Punches away from the supports up top. That's the optimal strategy. And it's at the end. Through the pole maze, now for the jumping slider. Pedro's never failed this before. And he is going quickly through it. On the cables. Through the jumping spider. Now for the downhill drop. You failed the crooked wall 3 times in a row, which was the 1.5 in tournaments 7, 8, and 9. But Pedro will not get a personal worst today. Up the first wall. And up the second one. Now for the flying chute. Jumps for it. Lands on the cables. Gets a save jump. Will not repeat his Tournament 13 result. Now for the escalator. It's been deadly today. On Pedro. Goes for it. Lands on the 4th board. And he's on the rope ladder. Pedro is climbing. Very nicely. And we are going to close out Stage 1 on this game in style. Pedro clears with 19.4 seconds left. He's done. That was smooth all around. Just in complete control of everything. And this is why he's number 50 this time. This is why he's a grand champion on this course. Yep. Finally have more than 4 clears in this era. The second stage is based all around speed. 6 obstacles with a 100-second time limit for our 5 competitors remaining to face. We'll start things off with a double dipper, unchanged from the previous tournament. And so is the double salmon ladder, also the same. And so is the skywalk, but not the butterfly wall. The jump onto it is slightly harder. Wing nuts. Gaps between the structures are a lot easier. And the swinging beams have been made slightly easier as well. Start the runs off with Sonic Fan 10193. He made it here last time, going out on the swinging beams, and he wants revenge. Let's see if he can get it. He's off. Now for the double dipper, taking the jump technique. Seems to be working for him. Oh, that was a little scary, but he's through it. Now the swap salmon ladder. If you fall down to a lower bar that's not a DQ, but if you fall down to the platform at the start of the obstacle, that is a DQ. Seems like you won't have to worry about that. Yep. Now for the skywalk. And he's through it easy. Now for the hard part of the stage. Starting with the butterfly wall, jumps forward. He beat it last time. Okay, he's on it. Punching it around, goes for a big dismount. Doesn't even need a save jump. Nice. Nuts looks like he's going to be punching it. Goes for the transfer. Gets it easily. And he is not going to try sending it. Gets the jump to the third even easier. Now the dismount. Here's the really hard part of this obstacle. He goes for it. Okay, he's on the swinging beams now. Failed here last time. Will he get his revenge? I believe he failed this jump. Oh, he's got it. Okay, 20 seconds. Come on, Sonic. Plenty of time. Goes for it. Oh, he gets a save jump, but he comes up short. He cannot recover. And Sonic fails the swinging beams again. That is heartbreaking. God, he was so close. He had the save jump. But he just couldn't adjust good enough in the air. He almost had it. He was so close. Sonic. I'm just dragging out this replay because I like this theme. I believe it's Yamada's fail theme in 11. Okay, now we are to the All-Stars weapon mat, starting them off. He's attempted this version of Stage 2 once before in Tournament 13, but he went out early, going out on the Swap Salmon ladder, hoping to get some revenge and more today. He failed this jump here. Okay, he has a personal best for this era, but Matt wants a whole lot more than that. Onto the 5th bar, now for the skywalk. Getting through it easily. Nice. Now the butterfly wall, he resets it, lines up, goes for the jump, lands on the cap. Looks like he's not going to punch, not going to risk it. Goes for the dismount, save jump, and he's through it. Now the wing nuts. Never attempted this before. But he goes for the first transfer and gets it easy. Okay, now setting himself up for, yeah. I spoke too slowly. He's on the 3rd one now. Dismount. He's got it. Swinging beams. Just saw Sonic fail here. Can he avenge him? That spring jumping. That seems a little risky, but smart. Not springing there. Sprints for it. He's got it. Weapon Mat is going to Stage 3. Clearing with 9.8 seconds left. A very smooth run all around. In complete control, basically everywhere. But yeah. He avenged his previous failure in Tournament 13. He avenged Sonic Man for what happened just a few minutes ago. Matt is back on Stage 3, where he belongs. And now we have the man who cleared this stage last time, Joey Davis. Now, I shouldn't call him a man. He's not a man yet. But he is a very good jumper. And he was feeling pretty confident about this stage, which is very understandable given his result last time. Although a part of him was a bit worried since his one previous Stage 2 fail was in Tournament 5, exactly 10 tournaments ago. So, hopefully Joey will not repeat that trend, as, oh, that was a very low jump onto the butterfly wall. lines himself up. He jumps forward. That was a literally Joey comes up short. Joey Davis fails the butterfly wall. Oh my god. He just jumped a little bit too early and came up short. Yeah, I don't think anybody expected this after what happened last time. Like, yeah, the jump is a little bit harder, but still. Joey failed stage 2 for just the second time in his SOW career. But with that, we have to move on to the first of the 2 grand champions left, although he's the second grand champion, Tricky Cyrus. He is off. He has not attempted this version of stage 2 yet, but he has put in a good amount of practice, so he's feeling pretty confident. Although Tricky, for better or worse, is always feeling confident, occasionally bordering and teetering fully into arrogance. But that doesn't matter here. Let's hope Tricky can clear this stage and make sure Matt is not alone on stage 3. Tricky, we just saw Joey fail here. Goes for it, and he avenges Joey. But now for the dismount. He's not out of the woods yet. Goes for it, and Tricky is through the butterfly wall. 2 obstacles left. Plenty of time. Oh, he's going right for it. Oh, he's going to send right through the wing nuts. But you cannot send this dismount, though. You need to spend time getting momentum. He is taking a lot of time here. Oh, he almost came up short. But he's onto the swinging beams now. Spring jumping as well. I mean, this is the last time you can spring, because there's no springing on Halo Infinite, and Tricky is gonna clear stage 2 with 11 seconds flat. Matt's not alone. Tricky is going back to stage 3 for the 3rd time in his career. How is he a grand champion? I'm not going to question that. I'm just going to be happy. We have another stage 2 clear. Good job, Tricky. Let's hope he can be good on stage 3. And now the final stage 2 attempt on Halo 5. Once again, from Petrillo Fam 4. Hey, there was me. Pedro, as we call him, has had some struggles on this stage in the past, failing it in tournaments 1, 5, and 6. But all the other times he's made it here, he's cleared. Oh yeah, he failed this stage last time. 1, 5, 6, 14. Yeah. Well, that was an early dismount, but he's through the double dipper. Now the swap salmon ladder. Beat this last time. And he beat it again. Looks like he will. Yeah, he will. Now the skywalk. Going quickly. Now the butterfly wall. Can he get his revenge? He failed the dismount last tournament. Jumps onto the wall. Is he going to walk into it? Looks like he will with no punching. Now the dismount. Save jumps. Pedro is through it. Onto the wing nuts now. He's going to take an extra swing. He did not need it. Okay, onto the second wing nut now. Swinging. And on the third one. Come on, Pedro. He goes for the dismount. Oh, he almost came up short. But he's onto the swinging beams. He has time. Oh, he hit the bar! Pedro fails the swinging beams. not reach stage 3. Oh my god. He just wasn't lined up right. Pedro, that is heartbreaking. Poor Pedro. Stage 3. 8 obstacles, no time limit, and 2 competitors are left standing. This is the hardest stage on the course. It's been made much tougher since the previous tournament. Starting with the new Cannonball Alley, 3 balls to jump across. And the swing edge, the ledge has been made slightly smaller. Curtain cling, the angle's been slightly increased so it's harder to jump around. Crazy cliffhanger. The crazy jump has been made a little bit bigger. The jumping rings, the gaps between the rings have increased slightly. The peg clout, the peg has been made a little bit smaller. Needle Road is unchanged this tournament. It's the only unchanged thing on this stage. And then the gliding ring. The dismount has been made nearly impossible. If either of these 2 competitors can defeat this stage, that'll honestly be the most impressive thing I have ever seen on this course. Start things off with Weapon Matt. He has never beaten this stage before, and he really hopes to now. On to Cannonball Alley. He goes for it. He comes up short of the second ball! Matt is already out. Not even 10 seconds. Oh my god. What just happened? Just didn't have enough momentum. You never want to see someone fail like that. Comes down to this. We've had 650 attempts on stage 1. 99 stage 1 clears, 46 stage 2 clears. And so far, 5 stage 3 clears. 2 of those stage 3s led to a total victory. One of them being this person right here, Tricky Cyrus. And now, not only is he the last man standing this tournament, but Halo 5 as a whole. Let's see what he's got. The hopes of 49 others are resting squarely on his shoulders. Tricky has already secured first place after landing on the second ball. But let's see how much further he can go. Full sending the swing edge. Now onto the curtain swing. For the second one there. The third. Okay, safe jumping. He's got it. The fourth. And now on to the crazy cliffhanger. There's only been one attempt at this so far, but it was a clear. Joey in Tournament 14. Let's see if Tricky can join him. He lands on the third ledge. Now the crazy jump. Goes for it. Safe jumping on the ledge. And Tricky's got it. He defeats the cliffhanger. He is halfway through stage 3. Tricky taking a moment to collect himself, to gather his thoughts. He knows how much pressure is on him, and he does not want to let anyone down. On to the first ring. Now it goes for the second. Save jumps it. Okay. For the jumping rings, you have to stay in the middle. There's a red chromo block there. Same applies for the gliding ring. Goes for the last ring, and he's got it. He is now on to the peg cloud. Lining himself up. This is one of the hardest obstacles this course has ever seen. Tricky. He's gotten through the first jump. Now lining himself up to go for the third. We'll jump to the third. It's the second jump, you know what I mean. Goes for it. Lands right on the cable. Now going right into that jump as well. Tricky's making quick work of the peg cloud. Another jump, gets a save there. Lining himself up. Okay. Tricky lining himself up again. Tricky, he falls off the peg! Tricky Cyrus fails the peg cloud. He's out. The tournament is over. Halo 5 has come to an end. Oh my god. Tricky, it came out of nowhere. He was looking fine. That is, I don't even know what to say. I didn't expect him to fail like that. Well, Tournament 15 is coming to an end. Hey everybody, if you're still watching, thank you, I guess. I originally had a script for this moment, but I decided I wanted this part to be a little bit more authentic, if that makes sense. So, I just want to thank all of you for watching, whether this is your first tournament, your 15th, whatever number in between, whether you're a part of the jumping community, whether you're not. Thank you. You're the reason that I still do these tournaments. So, I'm going to be honest, I despise editing. And, yeah, and that's definitely the hardest part of editing. Blah, hardest part of hosting tournaments, sorry. That's the editing. I hate it. I hate it so much, so you might be wondering, hey, why do you still host these? Why do you still make tournaments? Well, you're the answer. I love seeing people's reactions to my tournaments. I love being in the watch parties for the premieres. I love just the reactions, the feedback, the everything. It really makes me happy. You have no idea how much it really means. This is really cheesy to put at the end of the video, or just make it all. I know it is. I admit that. But I just felt like doing this just as a little thank you. And as a little update, Tournament 16. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, this is Halo Infinite. Yeah, Tournament 16 is going to start somewhere from February to April, within that 3-month span. And tournaments are probably going to slow down quite a bit. I'm not just going to start tournaments like right after another one finishes, just to sort of save me some mental trouble, to make things easier for me, basically. So, yeah, not really a whole lot else to say. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're the reason I still keep doing these. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. So yeah, that was a pretty good tournament. I'll have a video ranking the 15 tournaments from my least favorite to favorite at some point before 16's out. So thank you. That's all I really have to say, and I'll see you next time.